Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PM with Kim. I hope your day went well. Hope all is well in your world. Um, it's storming over here on my end. Thunder rumbling and rain in and out. So hopefully you all, wherever you are not encountering a storm. But if you are, hopefully you're home and off the road. So hope your day went well. Hope all is well on your side of town. And I ain't gonna keep you long. I really am not, because I'm feeling a little off today. I even contemplated not doing this video, but that wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be consistent of me not to. So I'm gonna get into this PM with Kim, evening inspiration. I'm gonna try to be inspirational, y'all. I'm gonna give you some information that I hope will be inspiring, if that makes any sense. But I was thinking today, I had read several years ago, we had a professional development workshop, and we were reading this book called How Full Is Your Bucket? And it talked about bucket fillers and bucket dippers. Some people are naturally bucket fillers. They're going to encourage me. I'm a bucket filler. I'm going to encourage, pour in, dropping good nuggets of wisdom and love on people, and, just giving people a little inspiration or encouragement that they need. And then you have your bucket dippers. Those are the people who are always dipping from somebody else's bucket and not returning the deposits. They just always feeding off of other people. And, and I'm feeling like I have more bucket dippers than fillers in my life. And, and then I think about energy. I'm very big on energy. Y'all can always hear me saying energy, energy, energy. I'm big on energy. I'm big on how my energy feels when I'm in your presence. Like my energy is always big. My energy is light and love, and I give it off. But it gets tapped out sometimes too, because you have those bucket dippers. And then, we know the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And I believe that there are some people who are energy killers and stealers. And then there are some other people who are energy nurturers. And I feel like I've just been encountered with energy killers. Those are the people who are disturbed by the light. I talked about that. Those are people who are disturbed by your light being radiant, your love being big, and all of those things. And those people who just automatically just negative. And so those are the ones that kind of do the whole, want to speak, some of them will even smile, but they wish you harm. Or some of them may even, when you're not around, speak negatively over you. So those are the ones that I call energy killers. And they're often bucket dippers. They don't do a lot of pouring back into people. They take. And then you have the energy energy stealers. And those people they're bucket dippers too. They don't do much filling of buckets either, but they steal your energy and use it for their strength. So, people will feed off if you have good energy and your light is bright and you're full of love and you're emanating that into the world. People will steal it and use it for their energy. And then it thus depletes you. So that's what I feel like today. And so be mindful. And so I say all of that to say, be mindful of who gets your energy, and be mindful of the people around you. Do you have more bucket dippers than bucket fillers? And are you a bucket dipper or a bucket filler? And, analyze that, because if you're dipping more than you're pouring in, check yourself. And if you find yourself being an energy killer, meaning you see people and you hating on people, ooh, she ain't all that, or what about, if you always speaking ill over somebody, check yourself. And then you have those people who are energy stealers. If you're just around people sucking up their good energy because they're good, or you just calling in their energy because you know that it's big and it's good, and you just want to freeload, check yourself. But what I did when I found today, I was just feeling kind of heavy. And I just, I have to take an inventory every now and then of who's in and around me, who means me the best and who doesn't. Because folk, just because they're around you, don't always mean they mean the best for you. And so I like to take an inventory of the people and the things and, circumstances and situations around me, and adjust accordingly. And so because I felt heavy, I wanted to get out of my house because I don't like having negative energy in my house. So I left out and took a drive, and what I did was, and feel free to do this, I called back my energy. I called back my energy from the universe. You know what? I'm taking back for the energy killers and the energy stealers. I'm taking it back. I'm reclaiming my energy. You may not have it and feed off of it for your good to tap away from my good. I will give my energy and my love and my light away to the people who want it and the people who need it. But the people who don't mean me any good, you can't have mine. So I called it back. And I'm going to be mindful of doing it every day. And then praying over, people and circumstances and situations that don't mean me any good. Lord, just remove them. Remove me from them or them from me. And or give me clarity so that I know who's really for me and who's not. Because I don't like feeling like that. But, it comes a time in your life where you have to do an analysis, where you have to really take into account, who are your bucket fillers? Do you have any bucket fillers in your life? And are you a bucket filler? And how are you getting your bucket filled? And so those are the things that I'm analyzing, because I am a bucket filler. I believe that's part of my purpose. But I got to check the scene and check the source and see, who are my bucket fillers? When I need my bucket filled, who's filling my bucket? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be in quiet mode. I've been in quiet mode for months, but I'm going to be in retreat mode to really tap into that, because I don't like feeling like that. And like I said, I'm really, energy means something to me. And interestingly enough, and you get your signs, and you get your signs or warnings or whatever you want to call it. But for the last 2 days, my phone has not been keeping a charge. It's like tapping into my power. And so, so whether those two correlate or not, just it makes me really focusing on who's really for you and who's not. So that's my motivate, not inspiration for you. Do an analysis of, are you a bucket filler or are you a bucket dipper? And if you're not a bucket filler, and then, sometimes you got to dip, but you should be filling more than you dipping. So if you're not naturally or inherently a bucket filler, what do you need to do to be better about people and by people and not be selfish? And then, are you an energy nurturer? Meaning the people who emit good energy and good love and good light around you, are you a nurturer of their energy? Are you a nurturer of your own good energy? And if not, what do you need to do? And then, are you an energy killer? Meaning you always hating on somebody. You always speaking ill over somebody. You always got negative energy about you, and you want to keep other people in my mother used to say, misery loves company. Are you one of those people? If you are, check yourself. And then, are you an energy stealer? Are you just like, oh, you know what, I want to be around so-and-so because they make me feel good. Or they, you're always trying to get something from somebody because they make you feel good. Well, how are you making people feel? So those are the things that I want you to ponder, because I really am doing an assessment. Because there's a quote that I really like. if it isn't adding up, I'm going to start subtracting. So I encourage you to check your numbers, do an evaluation and analysis. And if it ain't adding up, start subtracting. Because I don't want my energy to be depleted. I don't want people around me who don't mean me any good. Now, are you going to have people who are trying to speak ill over you? Or you can always go have an enemy. Let me just say that you can always have people who, no matter how well you do things and how well you do them and how great you do them, you always gonna have haters. You are. That's a given. So you're not gonna be able to stop that, but you can control who you allow into your space. That you can control. And if your spirit, your unction, your inner whatever gives you a question mark, pay attention to it. Pay attention to it and then evaluate what you need to do to protect your peace, protect your energy. But always be a light and always spread your love. I'm always going to be a light. I'm always going to spread my love, but I'll also have to be smart and be mindful of who's tapping into my strength, who's tapping into my light and my love, and who's sapping, not just tapping into, but who's sapping my energy, and who means me good and who doesn't. And at this point in my life, if you don't mean me any good, I'm okay with saying peace and love, but just leave me alone. Get away from me. If you don't mean me no good, get away. Because at this point in my life, I'm trying to live abundantly and have a heart of peace and surrounded with love and goodness and all of that. And I don't want nobody around me that don't mean me any good. And you're going to have people that don't mean you any good, and they're going to still try to tap and sap and kill and steal your energy and get your peace off center. But like I did today, call it back. No, you don't just get to have it and then reevaluate your bucket dippers. Are they worth you allowing them to dip? Or is it time to cut off the source of the water in the well? Those are some things I want you to think about, because those are things I'm thinking about. But I am grateful for the people who are in my life who love on me and who support me and who fill my bucket when I need it. And they know who they are. I tell them all the time they know who they are, and I love y'all. I do. But for those of you who just ain't right, I ain't a math person, but I'm subtracting. Just know. All right, y'all. So that's my evening inspiration. I just want to leave you something to think about. Think about who you are, whether you're a bucket dipper or bucket filler, and then adjust accordingly. And then think about your energy. Are you an energy killer? Are you an energy stealer? Or are you an energy nurturer? And whatever you are, adjust accordingly. But protect your peace. Protect your heart. Protect your surroundings. And just be good to people. Be good to people. And if you can't be good to people, leave people alone. Stay out of their way. Stay out of their face. That's it. That's all. I pray that the rest of your evening is richly blessed. I pray that when you lay down tonight, that your sleep will be peaceful and sweet and restful, and that the hand of God will rest upon you all night, and that the angels will encamp all around you, keeping you from hurt, harm, or danger, and that you'll awaken tomorrow refreshed and renewed and revived and ready to meet your hump day, Wednesday, middle of the week, and halfway there. So have a blessed and beautiful rest of your evening. Hope to see you tomorrow at AM with Kim, and rest well and do your evaluations and adjust accordingly. But in all things, as I say in my morning charge, just be good to people. Be good to people, and also be good to yourself. And self-care is important. And where you need to retreat, because that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. I'm already all right. I'm great. But I'm going to be even better. All right, y'all. So rest well. Peace and blessings to you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace that guards your heart and your mind. That's my prayer for you. All right, until we meet again in the AM, peace and blessings from my heart to yours. Have a good night.